I want to tell you something that took me 91 years to understand. Not the way you listen to things you've already decided don't apply to you. Really listen, because there is a version of your life that ends the way mine did. And you are, right now, in the middle of building it. My name is Arthur Bellman. I ran a hospital network for 34 years. I have 3 children. I provided for all of them: private school, college, weddings, down payments on first homes, and I was, in every way that actually counts, absent for all of it. This isn't poetic regret from a distance. This is about a specific moment when I sat in a room full of people who loved me and realized I was a stranger to my own family, not a bad man, not a cruel one, just absent. The hours don't lie. You can say whatever you want about your priorities, but the hours never lie. I thought providing financially was love made tangible. It wasn't sacrifice. It was preference. I preferred the hospital to the kitchen table. I just told myself a better story about it. I need to tell you about Gerald Marsh. Gerald was the best administrator I ever knew. We ate lunch together every Tuesday and Thursday for 22 years. Tuna on rye, black coffee, always black coffee. In 1993, Gerald's wife Margaret was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. She was 51. For 2 years, Gerald kept working. He administered his own home the way he administered a hospital wing, because that's what we knew how to do. We turned everything into a management problem, including the people we loved. In 1995, he retired early. At his farewell lunch, he said, "I spent 20 years being very impressive to people who won't remember my name in 10 years. And I spent those same 20 years being a ghost to the woman who will forget mine in 2. He wasn't bitter. He was just clear. The way people get clear when the noise finally stops. Gerald spent 4 years caring for Margaret full-time. When she passed, he called me from the hospital. His voice was steady. He said, "I was there, Arthur." At the end, I was actually there. He said it like a man who knew how rare that was, like a man who understood what the alternative looked like. He was looking at the alternative. He was looking at me. The promotion will be filled by someone else within a year of your death. The family you neglect will restructure itself around your absence. And the cruelest part, they'll be fine. They'll build something without you in it, because they had no choice. The question isn't whether you love them. The question is whether they know you. Not the version that provides and performs. You, the actual person. If the answer is no, that is not their failure. The retirement party was April 14th, 2001. 214 people. Daniel was 38. He stood at the podium and spoke about his father for 11 minutes. He spoke about a man who was dedicated, visionary, He cited statistics. He did not tell a single story about us. Not one. Nothing from inside the house, because he didn't have any, and neither did I. I had been eulogized by my own son, and he had nothing personal to say. After the party, I drove home alone. The house was dark except for the kitchen light. Same light that had been on every night for 30 years. On because someone else kept it on. I sat in my car at 67 years old, completely alone. The trophy case was full. The house was quiet. And I had no idea what my son's favorite book was. Stop calling absence dedication. Stop calling avoidance ambition. The job was where I hid. It was clean there. Measurable. A child's emotional need is not solvable. A wife's loneliness at midnight is not a systems problem. So I went somewhere I felt competent. And I called it sacrifice. And I believed it. Love without presence is just intention. And intention, at the end of a life, is worth almost nothing. Eleanor died in 2014. On her last night, she held my hand and said, "You came back, Arthur. Not you were here. Not you never left. You came back, as if return was the best I could offer. 3 things. Simple things. Presence is not a feeling. It is a decision. You will never feel ready. Presence is what you choose right now, before everything is handled, before it's convenient. You decide to be there, or you decide not to. Everything else is explanation. The small moments are the whole thing, not the vacations, not the milestones. The Tuesday evening when your child wants to show you something and you actually look. Those moments never announce themselves as important. That's how you miss them. The people in your house right now are not permanent. That specific version of your child, tonight, exists for a window so brief you will not believe it until it has already closed. Today, before this becomes something you meant to act on, call one person. Someone who has been waiting for more of you. Don't text. Call. Ask one real question you don't already know the answer to. Then listen. Just to know them a little better than you did this morning. Daniel came last month. On the last night, he stopped in the doorway and said, "I'm glad I know you, Dad." Not, "I'm glad you provided." I'm glad I know you. I have turned that sentence over every day since. Grateful for it. Gutted by the decades it took to earn it. My name is Arthur Bellman. I was a hospital administrator for 34 years. I was a real father, present, known, actually there, for far fewer. Don't be Arthur. Be the person in your child's eulogy who gets described from the inside. The light in the kitchen, you don't know when it goes out. You only know it does. Leave a comment. What is one moment with someone you love that you wish you could return to? Not to change it, just to be more present in it.